Good afternoon, all. Welcome to my channel. My name is Gione, and welcome to the Design Lab. I'm pretty new on here. I'm still trying to get my feet wet and kind of figure out which way I want to move with this, but there was something that was on my mind that I wanted to share with you. So I wanted to share with you today 3 tips to be happy right now. A lot of people want future happiness and they struggle with what's going on right in the moment, in the now. And there's really 3 things that could help with this that I wanted to share with you. Those 3 things are gratitude, being grateful for what you have, recognizing that you have a spiritual need is number 2, and how to address that. And number 3, not coveting or desiring anything that anybody else has. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. The first thing is recognizing that you have a spiritual need. Believe it or not, I don't know whether or not you believe in God or not, but we were actually created with an innate desire for spirituality. We have a spiritual need that needs to be fed. And one way to do that, an easy way that you can jump right in and address that, is to do daily Bible reading. And not just to open up the Bible and just read anything, but to open up the Bible and read a verse or a chapter or a few chapters, and then really take a step back and then meditate on what you've read, which means to take some quiet time to really chew and let it affect your heart. And when it does, you'll be able to apply it in your life. That's the way it's beneficial for you, and then that's the way that you'll find happiness. So the first step to be happy right now was to be conscious that you have a spiritual need. For me, if you are an avid reader or you do read your Bible, I know anytime I need to jump back in, or if I fall off course and I skip a few days, I always revert right back to the Psalms. Psalms 1, verses 1 and 2 talks about being happy and how to achieve happiness by making sure you get your Bible reading in. So that's the first tip I'll share with you. Tip number 2 is gratitude. You have to be grateful that you have what you have right now. Even if it's not maybe what you want, or maybe you haven't reached your goals as regarding housing, where you live, what kind of car you drive, the things you have in your home. Being grateful for what you have will take away all the sadness and all the discouragement. Gratitude really does serve you well. And a way that you can show that you're grateful is by, number 1, taking care of your belongings, making sure that no matter what type of housing you live in, whether it be an apartment or a condo, it could be a trailer or a single family residence, no matter what it is, take care of your home. It doesn't take much to, buy some soap and some Pine Sol or whatever cleaners, bleach that you use, and clean your house. Make sure your house is clean. That affects your mental too. So take care of your home. Take care of your car. Your car represents who you are too. So twice a month, get that car to the car wash and get that car cleaned so that you have a nice vehicle to drive, but that also shows that you're grateful that you have a vehicle to drive. And number 3, take care of your person. Make sure that your clothes, you wash your clothes. Your clothes are neat and clean that you wear. Don't wear your shoes in the house. Don't track in all that crap, in the house off your shoes. Like, take care of yourself. That's a way for you to find happiness, because when you're satisfied with what you have, while you reach for what you want, you will find that you're actually happy, and you'll have a measure of happiness until you get to the next point. And if you think about, just generally speaking, just go back 3 weeks in the news. There are people who have lost everything that they have in the fires in California. Everything that they have is gone, right? Think about that. So if you're living in a little apartment and you're wishing you had something else, that should bring you instant happiness, knowing that you do have a roof over your head still, and you haven't lost everything like those unfortunate people have. You have people, migrants, who are running, looking for a place. You have immigrants that are being tracked and pushed away. They don't have any place to call home, but you do. So be grateful for that, and that'll bring you a measure of happiness today. The third point that I wanted to share with you is coveting what somebody else has. That is a very, very dangerous way to think and to be. If you're always looking at what someone else has materially, what kind of car they drive, where they live, where they vacation, what they wear, what they own, it will rob you of your joy because you're so busy focusing on what they have that you neglect what you have, you know? And so, first of all, social media plays a big, big, big part in that. People portray themselves and, you know, to get people to watch them. And I get it, you know, it's work, it's a way to make money. However, a lot of those situations are not what they seem like they are. The relationships are not what you think they are. You don't know how they're handling their finances. They may be showing you a lot of fancy things, but they may have gone into debt to get them. So you really don't know. So for you to sit and watch and desire or covet what they have could be very, very dangerous, because then you might be willing to do what they did to get it and put yourself in a bind, maybe a lot of debt. It could come out in various different ways. Now let's talk about the coveting relationships. You should never want what somebody else has when it comes to a relationship. You may want in your mind to eventually have a happy relationship or to get married and, you know, have this wonderful relationship with your husband. But just because someone else portrays that on their timeline or on their videos, it doesn't mean that that's what's going on when the camera goes off. They could not even be talking to each other. You don't know. And so if you want to be happy today, worry about you. Work on you. If you see someone, you say, oh, this woman is so beautiful. Give her credit for being so beautiful. And if there's something that you'd like to change about yourself, just work on you, you know, but don't ever desire to be that other person. That's when you lose your happiness. But when you're okay, when you look in the mirror and you say, I'm happy with who I am, then you'll find happiness. And so I just wanted to share those 3 points with you because I think that they're important and I think they are very practical. And if you heard something that resonates with you, I hope that you'll take into account what I said and maybe put it into practice, whether it be getting into reading your Bible every day or just looking around and being grateful for what you have. Is a thing, and making sure that you do not covet what somebody else has. Let them keep theirs while you work for yours. If you got goals, you work on your goals. And there's many things that you can do to improve your physical, your mental, your emotional, your financial, and material well-being. And so I hope you take these things into account. Thank you so, so much for taking a few minutes to watch. If you would, I would love if you would like and also subscribe, because I'm trying to build here, and it would be a nice way to help me to get going. Thank you so much for watching.